welcome back to Bookish.Taylor. I am Taylor. You're going to hear the fan. I'm sorry, but I'm not turning it off because this is the second hottest room in the house. Anyway, today I'm here to bring you my Mangathon Round 3 TBR. I have 9 manga that I plan on reading. Without further ado, let's go ahead and dive on in. It's going to be very out of order, but I'm going to hold up the manga and let you know which challenges that they are going to go for. And at the end of the video, or towards the end, I'm going to have the bingo board up so you can see what it all looks like at the end. So let's just go ahead and start off with what I have on top. This is volume 2 of Orange, and this is going to go for the challenge Move On, which is to continue a previously started manga series. It is also going to complete Nature, which is to read an entire manga series or an entire manga outside. I am going to be working tonight, so I think I might be able to sit outside and read a couple volumes out of this. And then there is also the challenge of Go, which is to read 5 or more volumes of manga, and this actually has 6. Next up is The Ancient Magus Bride. This is going to qualify for the challenge of Maker's Choice. It's to read a recommendation from one of us 3 hosts. This is actually Sydney's recommendation. I believe it is Oren High School Host Club. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but this is going to fulfill the challenge Nakama, which is the buddy read, and it is also fulfill the challenge of Gender Bender. Next up is Dreamin' Sun, and this is going to follow the challenges Girly, which is to read a shoujo, which is more of a girl-oriented manga series. This is also going to complete the challenge for New to You, and for the challenge of Moe, which is just to read a girly cutesy manga. So this is perfect. I've actually already finished this and it's really good. Next up is Ruby. This is the official manga anthology, Red Like Roses, Volume 1. And this is a collection of, I think, about 20 little anthology stories. I have read, I think, 6 so far. I'm really enjoying it. It's really cute. I assume that this is going to be much like the first Ruby manga volume that I read, which was very kind of fan fiction-y. But this is supposed to be the official one that just kind of fills in holes. This is going to complete the challenges for anime, which is to read a manga and then watch the anime that is created. But this was actually created after the anime, but I'm going to count it anyway because I love Ruby, and I mean, those are my Ruby girls. Anyway, I am also going to be reading this for aesthetic because holy cow, is this not just completely stunning. Next up, we have Fruits Baskets Volume 2. This is the collector's edition. This is going to fulfill 3 challenges, and that is to read a manga with a girl main character, also to complete a manga with involving animals. And if you don't know about Fruit Baskets, this follows a girl by the name of Soma, and she actually was living out in the woods. She gets caught because the owners of the property that she was living on found her, and they actually take her in, and they have this curse where if they get hugged by members of the opposite sex, then they turn into animals from the Chinese zodiac. And the last challenge that this is going to fit for is going to be Ancient. It turns out that Fruits Baskets was actually originally published in 1999. And Ancient is a challenge to read a manga from the 1990s. Next, we have Full Metal Alchemist. This is 3 volumes in 1. I have 1, 2, and 3 in here. And this is going to count for audience, which is to read a popular manga series, and as well as adaptation. And adaptation is to read a manga of a live action film. And I know that this was one of the ones that Amanda had listed. So yeah, this fits perfectly. I am really curious about this. I'm not excited to watch the adaptation before I watch the anime, but I am going to sit and make Andy watch this with me because I might need moral support. Next up, I have Black Butler Volume 1. This is going to fulfill the challenge Macho, and that is to read a shonen, and this is more of like the manly geared manga series, and that is what I'm going to be reading this for. And then I also have Volume 2, and this is going to be for the challenge of Akuma. Read a manga involving a demon. My brother loves this and suggested it to me a long time ago, so I'm finally going to pick it up and read it. Okay, so those are 9 manga, and there are 18 challenges. Here are all of the manga that I plan on reading during this week. I have already finished Dreamin' Sun, and I am maybe about a fourth of the way through Ruby, so it's gonna be a good reading week for me. And I mean good because I haven't been reading a whole lot, and manga really helps me to get out of a reading slump. So I'm really excited. I love when Mangathon comes around. I'm really excited to have Sydney as a co-host this time, and she and Amanda are so much more experienced and educated in this, so I'm kind of a noob. I will have Amanda's TBR listed down below as well as Sydney's TBR. What is the manga that you are most anticipating reading this week? I think I'm really excited for all of them. But I do know that I was really excited to start Dreamin' Sun, which like I said, I have finished and I loved it. And I'm also really excited to see how I feel about Full Metal Alchemist. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye!